Check it. Alright, yo, what is up? You are back for another video with Data Zero. In this video, we'll look at AMC and GME, our two favorite meme stocks. I asked ChatGPT, can individual stocks squeeze during a market crash? And it gives me particular reasons why a stock can squeeze during a market crash. We're going to go through AMC and GME to see if it has what it takes to squeeze during a market crash. Now, this will all back up my theory that the S&P 500 is coming to the downside, and AMC and GME are going to decouple from that and squeeze during a market crash, and the crash is going to correlate with the Moass. ChatGPT gives us those reasons and backs up our theories with evidence. So, therefore, ChatGPT confirms the Moass. Without wasting any more time, let's go ahead and hop in the charts, the facts, the data, and see what we have going on. Alright, y'all, what is up? You are back for another video with Data Zero. In this video, we're going to look at AMC and GME and ask ChatGPT what it takes for a stock to squeeze during a market crash. Now, you guys already know what I think about the market. I think the market is about to see major downside. I think we're about to start seeing capitulation, especially now that they are pumping the market in the mainstream media, telling you to FOMO in when this is a bear market. Now, you guys can see the technicals here. This is a bear flag, letting us know that we are going to have a massive capitulation to the downside. We also have the market psychology as well, telling us that we are in the complacency stage. We've already seen a massive euphoria rally to the upside. We dropped down this sideways consolidation chop to the upside is complacency stage. Everyone thinks we need to just cool off before the next rally. That is the definition of complacency before we have a big drop to the downside, capitulation, anger, and depression. As you guys can see, if you look at the S&P 500 chart, it looks exactly like that as we have this movement down, this upwards consolidation chop, this bear flag, which we're going to see more downside. Now, I've done more videos on this as well, so if you want more technical analysis and information on why I think the S&P 500 is going to see more downside, check out my other videos with SPY in them. I do think that AMC and GME are going to move against the market and see upside. You guys already know that we have the breakout of the falling wedge, which is a bullish pattern, which AMC and GME are in. We also have the psychology as well. We have already been in the anger and depression stage, are in the disbelief rally as of now, and are going to start moving to the upside. Now, let's go ahead and look at more reasons why I think AMC and GME are going to decouple from the market and what it takes for a stock to squeeze during a market crash. Go through each one of these points and see if AMC and GME has what it takes to go and squeeze while a market is crashing. Now, I asked ChatGPT, can a stock market crash cause a short squeeze in individual stocks? It says yes, a market crash can potentially cause a short squeeze in individual stocks, and then it tells me what a market crash is. We obviously know what a market crash is, and we obviously know what a short squeeze is. And then it gives me the reasons why during a market crash, and then lists the reasons why. So let's go ahead and look through these reasons and see what ChatGPT has to say and see if AMC and GME match these reasons and go through the reasons one by one. So, strong positive catalyst. The individual stock has a strong positive catalyst, such as positive earnings. AMC and GME both have positive earnings and have been beating earnings. An announcement of a major contract, like a partnership with Voodoo, or how well the popcorn is doing because the profit margins in that potential business model. All of these things could cause a what? Short squeeze during a market crash, or a major breakthrough or innovation like the changing of business, like GME restructuring its business or doing the NFT store, things like that. Different things that GME and AMC are both doing that could cause a major breakthrough or innovation or sudden increased demand for the stock. Now, both AMC and GME are improving in earnings, destroying the short thesis, becoming better companies fundamentally, and showing that we are fundamentally undervalued. Any of these things, like an announcement to the court case, any of these things could cause a massive short squeeze at any moment for these stocks. AMC and GME have plenty of reasons to make a massive catalyst at any moment, and that is one reason why we could squeeze during a market crash and why the market starts to move to the downside. So we can see that AMC and GME obviously have reasons why we could squeeze during a market crash, and we have plenty of strong positive catalysts. Let's go to reason number 2 and see if we have what it takes to start a short squeeze during a market crash. Now, reason number 2 is high
short interest. The individual stock has relatively high short interest, meaning many investors have sold the stock short, expecting the price to decline. If there's a positive catalyst, like mentioned above, the stock causing the price to rise instead, short sellers may feel compelled to buy the stock back that they borrowed, fearing further losses and eliminating further losses. So, as you guys can see, high short interest is reason number 2 that we could squeeze during a market crash. And this is why the AMC and GME short squeeze could be so epic. 22.62%, 22.62% short interest for AMC. We know that there's probably more short interest than that. If you look at the off exchange short volume ratio, it's at 51.43%, 51.43%. So the on paper short interest is 22.62%, and we know that the off exchange short volume is 51.43%. Plenty of short interest for a short squeeze. It only takes 8 to 10% short interest to see a massive short squeeze, and you can see that AMC and GME have over 20% short interest. GME is at 20.88% short interest and an offshore exchange volume of 42.00% for GME. Obviously, plenty of short interest for a massive short squeeze. Again, only 8 to 10% short interest is needed to see a massive short squeeze. AMC and GME both sitting at over 20% short interest. So we obviously have high short interest, which is reason number 2 we could squeeze during a market crash. Let's go ahead and look at reason number 3 we could see a possible squeeze during a market crash and see if we have what it takes to squeeze during a market crash. Now, reason number 3 for a possible squeeze during a market crash is the limited availability. Is there a limited availability of the stock in the market? It can be exacerbated during the short squeeze when the short sellers rush to buy the shares back to close their positions, but the stock is scarce or difficult to obtain. The demand and supply dynamics can further drive up the stock price. Now, again, this is why the AMC and GME short squeeze is going to be so epic. Retail holds so much of this stock. There is so much of this stock sold short, as you guys can see, over 20% on both of these, over 42% off exchange volume for GME, over 50% off exchange volume for AMC. Again, over 20% short interest for both of these stocks. Both of these stocks are held by retail. The float is obviously probably sold over. I mean, it's very, very obvious that the float is sold over, but the scarcity of these stocks is absolutely insane. You can see that utilization is near or around 100%. You can tell that these stocks are very, very scarce. Also, with the cost to borrow showing us that the cost to borrow keeps going up and it makes it harder for them to get shares. This is all showing scarcity. Also, another thing, GME is locked up. 60.19% of the float is locked up in computer share. All of these things making it the stock very, very, very scarce. Something I want to point out as well to show that the scarcity of the stock is abundant. As you guys can see, volume is dropping off a cliff for AMC and GME, showing that there is little to no shares left available. Again, scarcity is reason number 3. We could see a market or a short squeeze during a market crash based off of ChatGPT's information, and AMC and GME are very, very, very scarce. Obviously, with so much of the float being held by retail, being sold short, it is very, very hard to get a hold of these shares, and we could tell because utilization is pinned at 100%. Now, a reason why I had said a market or a short we could squeeze during a market crash when I did my video on some of the reasons why I covered why we could squeeze during a market crash was margin call. So I wanted to see what ChatGPT has to say about margin call. So I said, could a margin call be a reason why a stock squeezes during a market crash? And obviously, ChatGPT says yes and explains why a margin call could be a reason why we could see a squeeze during a market crash. So guys, this is everything I have for you. Obviously, we have all of the reasons why we could see a squeeze during a market crash. AMC and GME are very, very prone to this. We have so many reasons why we could see a strong positive catalyst. We have so much short interest. Again, 8 to 10% short interest is all you need for a short squeeze. We have all of these events that could cause a catalyst at any moment. Literally, the squeeze itself could be a catalyst. There's so many things that could make this thing pop off, like the banks crashing. Any of these reasons could cause a massive short squeeze. And of course, I've done a video like this as well, telling you guys reasons why we could see a squeeze during a market crash, why I think AMC and GME are going to go up, why the market goes down. And this adds more proof and more confluence to that, giving me more reasons and more convictions that's showing that we were on the right path, that AMC are going to squeeze during the market crash and correlate, the Moass is going to correlate with the broader market capitulation. So guys, this is the video. If you found it informative, go ahead and drop a like, subscribe for more content like this, and remember, stay safe, have fun, make money. Peace out.
That was the video. If you found it informative, go ahead and drop a like and subscribe for more content like this. And if you want to support me, you can go ahead and support me for $2.99 a month. Cancel at any time. You get exclusive access to me, exclusive Ijimo, and exclusive members only content by becoming a member of this channel. Only $2.99 a month. Just press join next to the subscribe button at the bottom of my channel. You can cancel at any time. Ask me about my Discord as well. It's $50 for a lifetime membership. You can ask me on Twitter and Instagram. Go ahead and message me to contact me. And if you want, you can support me for free simply by dropping a comment, pressing like, or subscribing to this channel to help it grow. I appreciate each and every one of you that do so. And I appreciate each and every one of you that watch to the end of this video to see this message. As always, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out.